For today's drawing exercise, we're going to begin to draw the head looking some side to side. So now we're going to have to turn the head on its axis point. For the sake of you being able to see my guidelines, I'm going to start the drawing using a blue pencil, and then I'll switch to a black pencil later on when we want to define the drawing more. So we're just going to start with our oval like we have before, and just try to get a nice oval there, oval shape. Nice little oval shape there. And the eyes are going to be in the middle of the head because we are going to do a drawing that has them looking kind of straightforward. Next thing I want to do is we usually put a center axis point down the middle here. But this case, we're going to do is we're going to put an arc in it. So the head's going to be looking a little bit to your left. So in that arc, it's going to come around here and create that arc coming across here. Clean that up a little bit. Okay. So there's our center point. Now we're going to move it over. Now, since we moved this center point over this far from here to here, what we do is we're going to see more of the back of the head, and you want to add the same distance you have from this point to this point onto the back of the head, so you'll have that much more on the back of the head. So we're just going to extend our oval out, so we're going to see a little bit more of the back of the head in this case. So there's our head, and this is going to be kind of our profile area. It will be right in here. So let's start by marking some eyes out for us like we always do. So we're just going to take this across now, and now we're going from the center point, which is right here, okay, and we need our eyes are going across. So we're going to make, there's one eye space right in this area right in here. So then we'd want to make a second eye space and another eye space. Notice this eye space is much smaller than this eye space because the head is turned. Okay. We're going to mark off the nose. Our nose is going to come down a third of the way, and then our mouth is going to come down a third of the way. Exactly the same way we did it when we were drawing the head from the front view. Okay. Let's establish the eyes a little bit. So we're going to put some eyes in here, and I'm just going to zoom in a little bit here so I can draw a little closer. And we're just going to put some eyes in here. So we're just going to draw the eye sockets. Again, this eye is going to be a little bit smaller. There's our eye from this side. And then from our eye from this side, it's going to come out and be a little larger because we're seeing more of it from that side of the head. So our eye is going to be something like that. Our nose. Our nose is going to line up exactly the same way it did before. So we're going to bring a line down here, and we're going to bring a line down here. So we know our distance of our nose, and it's from the beginning of the eyes. So we're going to bring the nose in and give it a little bit more of a profile look on the nose. A little bit of a profile look, and the nose up in here. And we see this side of the nostril because we're seeing the side of the head. And there is our nose. Okay. Zoom down a little bit so you can see what I'm doing. I'm going to put a little piece underneath the mouth here. Now with the mouth, this is kind of the bottom of the mouth, so we want to bring the mouth up a little bit, up in this area. And we're going to see less of this side, again, because we're turning it to a 3/4 length. And we're going to see more of this side, so it should come out to the middle of the eyes in both cases. So there's our middle of their eye point, and we'll bring that out to here. Okay, and then we'll just kind of draw that top of the lip, and we'll add a bottom lip to that piece. Erasing a little bit of our guidelines here so you can see what we're doing. And our head's starting to shape up, looking like it's from the side view. You want to cut this profile a little bit on the side. So what we're going to do is we're going to bring this, and we're going to give him a forehead here and bring it up and over. The eye's going to come down here. Cheekbone come down along the side here. Now we need to give it a little bit of a chin. So let's bring that in a little bit and bring a chin line here. come up. Bring this down in. And again, we'll refine with a black pencil afterwards. So we're starting just to get the shape of the side view of looking three-quarter view. Okay. Before we mentioned that we had to move the head over. So our ear is actually going to start where the end of our oval is. So our ear is going to be somewhere around in here. Okay. And we're going to put the ear shape. Ear shape is top of the eyes between the nose and the mouth. Will line up. So your shape is going to be there. It's going to be on something of an angle like so. So you can just drop our ear shape in here. There's a little big. Make it a little smaller. And there's our ear shape. Our jawbone will come off of the ear and then back down. So we're really starting to develop somewhat of what this head is looking like from a three-quarter view. Our eyes a little bit looking over to that side. Shape here. Shape the nose a little bit. We're going to bring the head in just a little bit. I made it a little wide there. This will be the back of the head. So you do see the back of the head behind the ear, and then it's going to come in. So this is going to be all erased up in here, giving our shape of our head. Let's add a little bit of a neckline so we can kind of see where our figure is turning into. And I'm going to put a little bit of shading down in here. So we're creating this. Let's go to a black so we can start defining this a little bit. You don't need to change colors, obviously. You may just want to draw your pencil a little lighter. I thought it might be a little easier for you to see it with blue and then black, so you can kind of see the guidelines first. So we're going to take some black and we're going to start putting a little bit of drawing into this here. Kind of go over. Now you can kind of refine, and you can do the same with your pencil. Refine with your pencil and just make your pencil a little darker. Again, I thought the color might just be a little easier for you to see, to be able to see where my guidelines are. Down here, add a little bit of shading down in here. No structure, maybe a little bit here like this. Okay. Let's close this eye a touch. Bring this eye in. Over. And just defining this drawing a little bit more. Top lid to it. A little bit of an eyebrow up here. Bring this over. Up and over. Okay. Line here. Drop down the eye. Cheekbone comes out a little bit more than I originally had it. Make kind of structured and give him a nice strong face. Lips can extend. Up 3/4. Eyebrow come up. Little eyelid on there. Have a triangle of the nose. over, define the ear a little bit, we'll finish this off. And again, I'm not adding very much shading, just an idea of how to get the proportions of the face is our main concern in this. You kind of add a little bit more shading, you can add some hair to it, things of that nature. This can be a little bit of your side of your face up in here. This can be more of the side of your face in here. Dropping the side of face into here. Making some minor adjustments to it. Just more to the side of the face up in here. More to the side of the face. You'll have some shadows coming down off creating the cheekbone in here. And that would be basically your head from the 3/4 vantage point.